Imagine a vast world full of lush landscapes, cities illuminated by unknown energy sources, and a civilization that observes the surface world in secret. Since the dawn of humanity, stories about hidden realms beneath our feet have fascinated and sparked the imagination. But there is one legend that stands out among all: the mysterious kingdom of Agartha, a place that, according to reports and theories, exists deep within the earth. The idea of an underground world is not new. Ancient peoples, such as the Sumerians, Egyptians, and even indigenous civilizations, mentioned in their traditions a lower world inhabited by mysterious beings. However, the concept of Agartha goes beyond spirituality. He suggests that this place is not just a metaphor, but rather a physical reality, a sophisticated realm ruled by an advanced civilization and perhaps even superior to our own. It all starts with a mystery that few can explain. What is at the center of our planet? Science suggests that we are on layers of rock and magma, but some theories disagree with this. Since the 17th century, scholars and explorers have speculated on the hollow earth theory, arguing for the possibility that there are vast spaces within the globe, with their own ecosystems. Agartha would be the most famous of these subterranean realms, described as a true paradise hidden from humanity. These stories gained traction in the early 20th century, when explorers and mystics began to talk about visions and unexplained encounters. One of the most intriguing cases involves American Admiral Richard Byrd, who is said to have witnessed a subterranean world during an expedition to the Arctic. Reports like this have led many to believe that there is much more to the Earth than maps reveal. But if Agartha really exists, why is its presence so well hidden? Do governments and global elites have information that has never been shared? Perhaps because if it were true, it would completely change our understanding of the planet and history itself. Yet clues are everywhere, hidden beneath myths and fragments of forgotten accounts. Throughout this journey, we will explore the deeper mysteries surrounding Agartha, from the supposed entrances to this realm to the legend's influence on science, culture, and modern conspiracies. The secret beneath our feet may be greater than we ever imagined. If you liked our journey so far, leave your like, write yourself on the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. If Agartha exists, how can we get there? This question has intrigued explorers, scientists, and mystics for centuries, inspiring both real quests and fascinating theories. According to legends, there are secret entrances scattered around the world, portals that connect the surface with the mysterious underground realm. These points, hidden and protected by natural or spiritual barriers, are described in stories from various cultures around the globe. One of the most fascinating narratives comes from Tibetan monks who claim that Mount Kailash, located in the heart of the Himalayas, is one of the main gateways to Agartha. Mount Kailash, considered sacred by many religions, is a place shrouded in layers of mystery. No climber to date has been able to fully climb its face, and local accounts suggest that the mountain has extraordinary properties, including energies capable of altering the perception of time and space. For monks, Kailash is not just a mountain, but a point of convergence between dimensions, a link between the physical and spiritual worlds. They believe that only those who achieve a high state of spiritual enlightenment are able to find and pass through the hidden portals that lead to the world of Agartha. Another location often cited in theories about Agartha is Antarctica. During World War II, rumors arose that the Nazis, driven by their interest in occult knowledge, undertook expeditions to the icy continent in search of ancient secrets. Unconfirmed documents and conspiracy theories suggest that such expeditions found gigantic tunnels and complex cave systems that supposedly led into the interior of the Earth. This idea gained traction in the decades since, fueling speculation that Antarctica could hide one of the largest and most important entrances to the underground world. In addition to the Himalayas and Antarctica, there are other sites that appear frequently in reports and legends about Agartha. The Grand Canyon in the United States is one of them. Some Native American tribes tell stories about an underground people known as the Old Ones, who inhabited deep caves and possessed advanced knowledge. Another example is the Amazon rainforest, full of myths about mysterious caves in regions never fully explored. For many, these remote and inhospitable locations could be the natural portals to a lost world, accessible only to those who have the courage and willingness to explore them. However, what makes these stories even more intriguing is the consistency of the accounts. From indigenous tribes in America to Tibetan monks in the Himalayas, through European legends and modern theories, the idea of entrances to an underground realm is a recurring theme in various cultures. This repetition in such distant and different places suggests that myths may be fragments of ancestral knowledge that has somehow been lost or preserved only in oral traditions and symbolic texts. Even if Agartha does not exist as a physical place, its presence in accounts throughout history points to something greater, perhaps a universal truth about humanity's search for connection, mystery, and purpose. Whether in the Himalayas, Antarctica, deep in the Grand Canyon, or in the shadows of the Amazon rainforest, the search for Agartha continues to fascinate. For many, finding a portal to this lost world is more than a simple adventure. It is a spiritual journey, an opportunity to unravel humanity's greatest mysteries and uncover hidden truths that can transform our understanding of life and the universe. The reports about Agartha do not stop at geography. They also lead us to the intriguing universe of its supposed inhabitants. According to legends, Agartha was inhabited by an extremely advanced civilization, not only technologically, but also spiritually. These beings, known as the Agarthans, are often described as guardians of the planet's balance, possessing wisdom and powers far beyond the comprehension of surface humanity. It is said that the inhabitants of Agartha have mastered technology so advanced that they could revolutionize our world. Among the most common descriptions is the ability to generate clean and unlimited energy, cure diseases considered incurable, and even manipulate the forces of nature in a harmonious way. Many reports point to the use of giant crystals as the basis of their technology. These crystals would be able to capture, store, and distribute energy on scales incomprehensible to us. Interestingly, these stories find parallels in ancient myths about Atlantis and Lemuria, two lost civilizations that are also said to have achieved extraordinary breakthroughs before disappearing. But what really makes Agarthans so different? Beyond technology, they are said to have reached an unparalleled spiritual level. Legends claim that these beings live in total harmony with their environment, cultivating a deep connection with nature and a heightened understanding of the universe and consciousness. This seamless integration between technology and spirituality is often touted as the reason why Agarthans are seen as guardians of the planet's balance. In contrast, our society is portrayed as primitive, still guided by values such as materialism, unbridled exploitation, and environmental destruction. There is, however, an even more curious detail in these accounts: the possible interaction of the Agarthans with humanity. Some theories suggest that they observe us in a subtle way, intervening only at crucial moments. Reports about UFOs, mysterious lights in the skies, and other unexplained phenomena are often associated with the presence of these beings. For theorists, these manifestations would be temporary incursions by the Agarthans on the surface, perhaps to monitor our progress. There is even speculation that enigmatic historical figures, such as Nikola Tesla, were inspired or even guided by this advanced underground civilization. Tesla's genius and innovations, often described as out of his time, fuel these theories. However, a question arises: why, if they are so advanced, do the Agarthans not reveal themselves completely? Some believe that they are waiting for the right moment, a point at which humanity reaches a level of maturity sufficient to coexist in peace and balance. Until then, they would remain hidden, protecting themselves from the chaos and unpredictability of modern society. This view suggests that the Agarthans are, first and foremost, peaceful and wise, avoiding any contact that could generate conflicts or disturb the delicate balance of their worlds. In the end, the accounts of the inhabitants of Agarthan not only fascinate, but also challenge us to reflect on our own condition as a species. Could we achieve the harmony and advancement described in the legends? These accounts invite us to rethink our place in the universe, to explore our relationship with the environment, and to consider the possibility that we are not as alone as we imagine. Perhaps the true lesson of Agartha is a call to grow, not just technologically, but spiritually, towards a more balanced and conscious future. The legends of Agartha find an echo in various religious and mythological traditions around the world, suggesting a deep connection between narratives from different cultures. In Tibetan Buddhism, for example, there is a belief in Shambhala, a spiritual realm hidden in the Himalayan mountains, where enlightened beings known as bodhisattvas supposedly guide humanity in an indirect way, influencing the spiritual balance of the world. Some scholars and esotericists propose that Shambhala and Agartha are actually two distinct names to describe the same mysterious place, an underground paradise filled with wisdom and harmony. Another interesting parallel can be observed in Western mythologies. In Christianity, there is the idea of hell, usually represented as a subterranean world where lost souls find eternal torment. However, some interpretations suggest that these descriptions could be understood in a symbolic way, pointing to the existence of hidden realms such as Agartha. In this context, hell would not necessarily be a place of suffering, but a distorted reference to a subterranean realm inaccessible to ordinary mortals. In the rich Norse mythology, we find the intriguing legend of Svartalfheim, the world of the dwarves. This underground realm is described as a land filled with unimaginable riches and incredibly advanced technology, produced by the skilled dwarven artisans. Could these Norse narratives be fragments of an ancestral memory that echoes a forgotten knowledge about Agartha? The similarity between the descriptions raises this fascinating possibility. What unites all these beliefs, regardless of their cultural background, is the recurring idea of a hidden world, accessible only to those who possess special knowledge, specific virtues, or a heightened spiritual connection. For many scholars of mythologies and religions, these stories can be interpreted as attempts by different cultures to decipher and convey profound truths about existence. This includes the provocative suggestion that our planet may hold unimaginable secrets in its depths, waiting to be discovered. However, not everyone believes that these connections between cultures and mythologies are mere coincidences. Some conspiracy theorists argue that religious and mythological narratives may have been deliberately constructed to divert attention from the true nature of Agartha. According to these theories, there would be a conscious effort orchestrated by occult forces to keep humanity stuck on the surface, without access to the secrets that could transform our understanding of reality. As we explore these fascinating intersections between mythologies, religions, and occult theories, it becomes evident that the myth of Agartha transcends cultural and temporal barriers. It leaves a lasting mark on our perception of the world, fueling both the imagination and the desire to understand mysteries that perhaps are closer to us than we dare to believe. During World War II, one of the most bizarre and controversial stories involves the alleged Nazi expeditions in search of the legendary kingdom of Agartha. It is believed that the Nazi top leadership, especially figures such as Heinrich Himmler, were deeply obsessed with the idea of locating this underground realm, convinced that it harbored the secrets of an advanced civilization that could secure its global supremacy. This quest was not just a philosophical or spiritual curiosity, but rather a strategy that mixed esoteric beliefs with military ambitions. The Nazis were known for their intense interest in the occult and mystical theories, such as that of the Hollow Earth. In 1938, they organized an expedition to the Himalayas, officially with the aim of conducting anthropological research. However, many accounts and documents suggest that the real mission was far more mysterious: to locate the entrance to Agartha. It was believed that this underground realm could offer access to extremely advanced technology and even the help of a supposed master race, which, according to their beliefs, would have the power to ensure victory in the war. In addition to the Himalayas, rumors indicate that the Nazis also concentrated efforts in Antarctica. There are stories that they explored the icy continent in search of giant caves that could be entrances to Agartha or shelters to establish underground bases. Some conspiracy theories even claim that after defeat in the war, certain Nazi leaders fled to Agartha, where they continued their covert activities away from the eyes of the world. These allegations, while lacking hard evidence, keep alive the fascination surrounding the connection between the Nazis and this enigmatic underground realm. These narratives, while controversial, feed into a rich mix of mystery, history, and conspiracy. The idea that a hidden civilization living beneath the Earth's surface could have played a secret role in historical events is as intriguing as it is unsettling. It raises questions not only about the motivations of the Nazis, but also about the nature of human history itself and the possible truths hidden behind seemingly fanciful myths. Why, after all, did the Nazis believe so fervently in Agartha? Was this obsession the result of pure fantasy? Or was there something more concrete, something that remains hidden to this day? While there is no conclusive evidence to support these stories, the fact that they continue to capture the imagination of so many people is a testament to the enduring power of the Agarthan myth. It stands the test of time, proving as fascinating as it is disturbing, a legend that unites the depths of the earth with the shadows of history. Throughout history, explorers and adventurers have reported enigmatic encounters that suggest the possible existence of a hidden, subterranean world beneath our feet. One of the most famous and intriguing cases involves Admiral Richard Byrd, who in 1947 led an expedition to the Arctic. According to unconfirmed reports, Byrd would have recorded in his personal diary a stunning discovery, an opening at the pole that led to a subterranean realm inhabited by extremely advanced beings. These alleged notes detail an extraordinary episode. Byrd would have described how he was welcomed by Agartha inhabitants, beings who seemed to possess knowledge and technology far beyond humanity. According to these reports, they warned him of the imminent dangers of the use of nuclear weapons, highlighting the threat that these technologies pose not only to the Earth's surface, but also to the balance of forces on the planet as a whole. While the authenticity of these claims is often disputed and lacks hard proof, they have formed the basis of many modern theories about the existence of Agartha and the so-called Hollow Earth theory. Proponents of this theory point to the Byrd case as substantial evidence of the existence of entrances to a world hidden at the poles, suggesting that the Arctic and Antarctica may hold portals to realms beyond our comprehension. However, Byrd was not the only explorer to report strange events that connected to the idea of an underground civilization. Accounts from 19th century navigators mention mysterious passages and unexplained phenomena during voyages around Antarctica. On the other hand, indigenous tribes in the Amazon have long told stories of encounters with luminous beings, described as dwellers in deep caves and bearers of great spiritual wisdom. These accounts, while often discredited by mainstream science, continue to reinforce the belief that Agartha is not just a myth, but a physical location that could connect to the Earth's surface through tunnels and hidden portals. Legends often point to entrances located in remote and inhospitable areas, such as mountains, deserts, and the poles themselves, places where human exploration is still limited and full of uncertainty. What makes these stories even more intriguing is the recurrence of certain elements in different cultures and eras. There is always talk of hidden entrances, advanced beings that inhabit the underground, and the idea that our planet harbors secrets far beyond what humanity is currently capable of comprehending. Even with the skepticism of the scientific community, the mystery persists, fueling debates and capturing the popular imagination. Are these trips and meetings descriptions of real experiences or just the fruit of creative minds, influenced by myths and fantastic stories? For many, the absence of evidence is not enough to disprove the possibility that Agartha does exist. While science offers no confirmation, the accounts of explorers, navigators, and indigenous traditions continue to keep the flame of mystery alive. They challenge us to look beyond what we know and to question what we really know about our planet and the stories it holds. The Hollow Earth theory is one of the fundamental pillars for the belief in the existence of Agartha, a legendary underground realm that has intrigued humanity for centuries. Initially developed by scientists and philosophers such as Edmund Halley in the 17th century, this theory proposes that the interior of our planet is not solid as previously believed, but rather composed of vast hollow spaces where there could be life and even entire civilizations. While this idea has evolved over time, it continues to capture the imagination of many people. Edmund Halley, best known for his contributions to astronomy, such as identifying the famous comet that bears his name, was one of the first to suggest that the Earth could be composed of several concentric layers. He imagined that between these layers there would be spaces large enough to harbor atmospheres, entire ecosystems, and potentially unknown life forms. Halley's idea, while revolutionary for its time, was speculative rather than based on hard evidence, but it laid the groundwork for later theories. In the 19th century, explorer and theorist John Cleves Sims Jr. significantly expanded on this idea. He proposed that there were huge openings at the Earth's poles, which would act as entrances to the planet's hollow interior. Sims believed so strongly in this theory that he even organized public campaigns to raise funds for expeditions to find these entrances. Although he never achieved success, his ideas inspired generations of explorers and mystics. Based on these early theories, the hypothesis arose that Agartha could be one of the hidden realms within the Earth. According to reports and interpretations by esoteric scholars, this subterranean world would be illuminated by a mysterious and powerful energy source, sometimes described as an inner sun. This energy would not only illuminate the kingdom, but also allow for the existence of technologically advanced plants, animals, and even civilizations. Occult texts often refer to this luminous source as a primordial life force, something that transcends our current scientific understanding. However, modern science vigorously contests the hollow Earth theory. Geological studies, based on seismic evidence and an understanding of gravity, indicate that the planet's interior is composed of solid and liquid layers, including the mantle and core. The extreme pressure and heat in these regions make it virtually impossible for any kind of empty space, let alone a habitable world, to exist. These findings, widely accepted by the scientific community, discredit the idea that a kingdom like Agartha could physically exist. Despite scientific objections, the hollow Earth theory continues to attract proponents, especially among those who believe in conspiracies and the idea that crucial information about the true nature of the planet is being withheld from the public. For these proponents, the hollow Earth is not only a physical theory, but also a symbolic and spiritual key to understanding ancestral secrets. They see the search for Agartha as an effort to unravel the deepest mysteries of existence and to understand what is really happening on our planet, away from the eyes of the majority. Whether from a scientific or esoteric perspective, the connection between the hollow Earth theory and the myth of Agartha remains fascinating. For many, the idea of a world hidden beneath our feet represents much more than just a geological concept. It symbolizes humanity's eternal quest for knowledge, for hidden truths, and for contact with realities that defy everything we think we know. The possibility that Agartha is real raises an intriguing and provocative question. Why, with all of humanity's technological and scientific advancement, do we still know so little, or almost nothing, about its existence? For many, the answer is rooted in a complex global conspiracy, where the world's elites hide the truth about the underground realm to maintain control over society as a whole. This supposed secret, according to theorists, would be one of the greatest power plays in history. Those who hold to these ideas argue that if Agartha does exist, it poses a direct threat to the status quo. Imagine an underground civilization with access to technology so advanced that it could provide clean, unlimited, and free energy, cure diseases instantly, or even prolong human life in unimaginable ways. The discovery of Agartha would not only revolutionize science and medicine, but it would also destabilize global economies, religious systems, and political power structures. For those who control these systems, keeping Agartha's existence a secret would be a top priority, ensuring that its privileges and influence remain intact. Conspiracy theories involving Agartha often mention influential organizations such as NASA, the governments of global powers, and secret groups such as the Illuminati. These groups, according to theorists, would have knowledge about the location of entrances to Agartha and would have possessed confidential information about the subterranean realm. Reports from explorers, scientists, and even military personnel who supposedly mysteriously disappeared after making discoveries related to Agartha serve to fuel these suspicions. The repetition of these events over time contributes to the idea that there is something being deliberately concealed. In addition, there are those who believe that military bases in remote areas, such as the famous Area 51, are not only facilities for secret experiments related to aircraft or extraterrestrial intelligence, but also strategic monitoring and control points linked to Agartha. The hypothesis suggests that these bases are positioned near possible entrances to the underground realm, functioning as barriers to prevent the public from accessing this information. Caves, isolated mountains, and polar regions often emerge as sites associated with these theories. But is all this just exaggerations in conspiracy theories? Perhaps. Still, the lack of transparency around certain historical events and the omission of records about enigmatic discoveries leave room for legitimate questioning. Why do some exploration missions in remote regions, such as the poles and the Amazon, have their information so rigorously classified? Why do explorers who report unexplained phenomena often face discredit or even forced silence? These are questions that many believe to be closely connected to the mystery of Agartha. Whether real or just a figment of the human imagination, the myth of Agartha continues to challenge our understanding of the world and history. It represents for many the possibility that our reality is far more complex and full of secrets than we are allowed to believe. The idea that elites can hold the truth about an underground realm isn't just a conspiracy theory. For some, it's a reflection of the very inequalities and systems of control that shape the world we live in. In the end, the legend of Agartha remains alive, like a spark of curiosity that makes us question how far what we know and what we are allowed to know goes. The fascination with Agartha transcended conspiracy theories and academic debates, seeping deep into pop culture, where it became a rich source of inspiration for books, movies, games, and other forms of entertainment. From Jules Verne's literary adventures in Journey to the Center of the Earth in the 19th century to modern animations such as Hayao Miyazaki's Castle in the Sky, the concept of a hidden underground world continues to delight and intrigue audiences around the world. In film, Agartha is often used as a powerful metaphor for hidden secrets and the human desire to explore the unknown. Films like Atlantis, The Lost Kingdom, and Prometheus evoke the idea of advanced civilizations hidden in unexplored places, bringing to light questions about the origin of humanity and the mysteries that we have not yet been able to unravel. These films often incorporate elements of the Hollow Earth theory, reinforcing the possibility that there is much more beneath the surface than we realize. The journey in search of a hidden world also symbolizes the internal search for knowledge and understanding, which makes these narratives resonate emotionally with the audience. In video games, Agartha occupies a special space as a setting that combines power, mystery, and exploration. Games like The Elder Scrolls and Final Fantasy present subterranean realms as places of great challenges and rewards, filled with riddles, riches, and ancient technologies. These depictions often highlight the duality of Agartha, a place that can be both a utopia of perfection and harmony, and a dark and dangerous realm full of hidden threats. For creators of interactive stories, the appeal of Agartha lies in the creative freedom it offers, allowing them to explore both the unknown and the characters' inner conflicts. In addition to depictions in movies and games, the internet plays a crucial role in keeping the legend of Agartha alive in the collective imagination. Forums, social networks, and online communities are filled with passionate discussions, elaborate theories, and even fictional accounts of people claiming to have found entrances to the underground realm. On platforms such as YouTube and Reddit, videos and threads analyze evidence that supposedly indicates the existence of Agartha, fueling fascination and debate on the topic. For many, Agartha isn't just a distant legend, it's also a metaphor for one's personal journey of self-discovery and a way to challenge the boundaries of what we believe we know about the world and ourselves. The popularity of Agartha in pop culture not only perpetuates the myth, but also illustrates how ancient stories can evolve to find new meaning in modern times. In an information-saturated age, where the answers to almost everything seem to be just a click away, mystery still holds its special place in our hearts and minds. Agartha reminds us that regardless of whether we are skeptics or dreamers, there is still room to imagine and explore, both outside and within ourselves. More than a physical place or a mystical concept, Agartha represents the eternal human desire to dream of the unknown, to unravel secrets and to seek greater meaning in the vastness of the universe. After exploring the reports, theories, and implications about Agartha, the big question arises: is this subterranean realm just a myth, or is there some hidden truth behind these stories? The answer perhaps depends on how we choose to interpret the evidence and the reports. For many, Agartha is a metaphor, a symbol of the human desire to explore the unknown and seek answers to fundamental questions. But for others, the consistencies between legends, accounts, and scientific theories suggest that there may be something more. After all, how many times in history have myths been discredited only to be confirmed later, as happened with Troy? Modern science, although skeptical, cannot explain all the anomalies that arise around this topic. From ancient maps that suggest routes into the Earth's interior to unexplained accounts from explorers, there's something that defies conventional logic. If Agartha is real, it may be that its existence depends on our ability to accept possibilities that go beyond what we understand. What matters is that Agartha, whether as myth or reality, continues to inspire. She invites us to question, imagine, and explore, reminding us that the world still holds secrets that we may never be able to fully unravel. And you, are you prepared to believe? Or would you rather continue exploring the mystery? What if Agartha really exists? Is humanity's greatest secret hidden right under our feet? While science searches for answers, legends continue to challenge us, inviting us to imagine and explore. If you want to continue this journey through the mysteries of the unknown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Activate the bell so you don't miss any content, because in the next few videos, we'll dive even deeper into intriguing theories and impactful revelations. And now I want to know, do you believe that Agartha is real? Leave your opinion in the comments. And who knows, together we can find out the truth. See you in the next video.